Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of your favorite show and mine, United Together, a little show from us here at United Methodist Communities to tell you about all the good things that are happening in our world. And we're going to get started with our community highlight. And this week, our community highlight comes to us from our community in Pitman. And we're very excited to join the Director of Community Life at Pitman, Debbie Laskin. Hi, Debbie, and welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you for having me here.
So, Debbie, for the benefit of our viewers, here's your chance to introduce yourself.
Okay, well, I just joined the family of the United Methodist Communities in February, the beginning, and I was born and raised in Brooklyn, New York, living in Long Island before I got here.
Up for this job, there were a lot of things you expected, but one of the things you didn't expect was a pandemic and how that's impacted your ability to do your job. How has it been?
So it's been a challenge. And what's wonderful about United Methodist Communities is that we've all gotten together to work together as a team to do the best for our residents.
I understand that one of the tools you're using is Allbridge. Can you tell us what that is and how it's helping you do your job and others?
So it's wonderful. And I'm very grateful that we have it here. It's a broadcast television station. So what's happened is the Community Life Associates have started a morning show, and it's followed by an exercise group, so you could follow along with it. And Pastor Kim has been doing the religious services and also has provided pamphlets with the schedule of what the services will be about so that the residents can be involved and follow along. It's been so helpful.
Well, we certainly welcome you to the United Methodist Community Team, and thank you for all the innovative ways you're handling your new role at Pitman, and thank you for being on our show today.
Thank you so much for having me.
And now it's time for our Resident Spotlight. And our Resident Spotlight takes us to our community up north in Sussex County, where we're going to meet an amazing gentleman, Mr. Walter Wally Atchison. Hello, Wally. Welcome to the show.
Hello.
This past weekend, as you know, was the 76th anniversary of D-Day. Do you remember how you felt when you found out we had stormed the beaches on Normandy?
I was glad it was about time it came. We were there over 2 years.
When you were in England, what branch of the service were you in, and how long did you stay in the military?
I was in the Air Force. I was 3.5 years.
And we've got to ask you, did you come home to a sweetheart, or did you meet someone over there, as they might say?
I met a girl over there, married her. Her name at the time was Joan Fitzzackley.
So were there any close calls coming back and forth to being with her?
Oh, yes. One time I got back to camp. I was made tech sergeant, but I had missed a bus. And I got back late, and I was busted to a sergeant.
But it was worth it, right?
Oh, it was worth it.
So where did you settle and raise your family?
In West Orange, New Jersey.
And what occupation out of the military did you get into?
I was in the brewery business. I worked in a brewery.
And as I introduced you, I mentioned that you are 102 years young. So
we're 103 now. I will be 104 in September.
Oh my gosh. What words of wisdom do you have to people who want to live such a long life as you've had?
Well, I hope they enjoy it as well as I've had. Well, I think it goes to my mother bringing me up in my early stages of life.
Well, I'm sure she's very proud of you. And on behalf of all of us, thank you for your service for our country. And I understand your congressman has recently honored you with a flag that flew over the United States Capitol. Can you show that to us?
Yes.
That's beautiful. And on behalf of all of us, thank you so much for your service to our country. We are deeply indebted to all of you in the greatest generation. And thank you for being on our show.
Okay.
Bye-bye. And now it's time for the Daisy of the Day. And we're going to stay at Bristol Glen and hear from our Chaplain Sal, the Director of Mission and Pastoral Care. Chaplain Sal?
Hey, everybody. It's Chaplain Sal Samarco. I'm here with your Daisy of the Day, which is brought to you by Star Wars. Star Wars. If you haven't learned, I'm a huge fan of Star Wars. So much that I have it on my body. There's a theme in Star Wars about hope. Of never losing hope. There's several themes of hope in my mind. I spoke the other day with a group of colleagues about in Jeremiah. Jeremiah tells the Israelites when they're in exile in Babylon to build houses, to plant gardens, to eat the food that comes out of those gardens, to marry, to have children, because they're going to be there for 70 years in exile. But the hope in that is that God will be with them and God will hear them. And God knows the plans that he has for them, even in exile. But what does that have to do with hope? So hope is a thing that when we're in exile, because right now we are in exile, we are in exile from each other physically because of everything going on. Hope can seem fleeting, and this is where Star Wars comes in. There's one of the Star Wars movies is a film called Rogue One, where they have to steal the plans for the Death Star. And the main character, in pleading her case, tells the rebellion that rebellions are built on hope. Rebellions are built on hope. Hope is the thing that keeps us moving every day. We may not see it, but it keeps us going. God keeps us going. So here from Paul's letter to the Romans, not only so, but we also glory in our sufferings, because we know that suffering produces perseverance, perseverance character, and character hope. And hope does not put us to shame, because God's love has been poured out into our hearts through the Holy Spirit who has been given to us. Hope has been poured out into our hearts by the Holy Spirit. Guys, rebellions are built on hope, and every day is a rebellion against despair and anxiety and shame and exile. But it builds character. So we'll get there. All right, it's Reverend Sal logging off. Thanks, guys.
Well, thank you very much, Chaplain Sal, for those words of inspiration. And thanks for tuning in and watching United Together. Appreciate it very much. Have a great day.